Kay and Tay went on Matt and Abby's podcast yesterday to clear up some of the domestic violence arrest report rumors that have been going around. And I'll be honest, I did a video on my backup page and it got 4.6 million views. So let's talk about what they said and why this happened. But let me start off by saying, I don't care much for Kay and Tay. Do I think they're good people? Yeah. But do I care much for their content? No. But that doesn't mean you can't like their content. This is just information that I am giving you. Now, one thing that influencers have to understand is that when there are things from your background or things that come up, like an arrest report, people are going to draw conclusions from that unless you clear things up immediately. That's just how the world is. When there's a domestic violence report, arrest out from 2019, people are going to assume you got arrested for domestic violence. But they went on Matt and Abby's podcast to clear up what exactly happened. Kay said she was on some new medication and it was her actual birthday night and they were at home drinking wine and playing Minecraft. And they didn't have any more to drink than normal because Abby asked, like, were you drunk? And she said, no, we split a bottle of wine. So she woke up very late that night, like 2 or 3 in the morning, thinking that they had not celebrated her birthday yet. So she was getting up, getting dressed so they could go celebrate her birthday because she was upset that they hadn't done that yet, not remembering they had already done that. So Taylor was trying to keep her from getting in the car and driving under the influence of alcohol as well as a medication reaction to the alcohol she had drank. Kay's dad apparently was a police officer or sheriff in the past, so her automatic thing when something's going wrong is to call the police because they're there to protect you. So that's what she did, is she called the police on Taylor. Taylor was then arrested for domestic violence. Later the charges were dropped, but that is the story that they gave on the Matt and Abby podcast to clear up all these allegations, which makes total sense. But when you're that big of influencers, you don't owe anyone an explanation for your history, don't get me wrong, but when you have things like that in your past and you don't clear things up immediately, people are going to draw conclusions from what they're seeing. And when you've been arrested for domestic violence, people are going to assume that you have DV'd your spouse. Anyways, that is what the quick version of that is. You can go watch their interview on Matt and Abby's podcast on YT. I just want to get here and clear that up, especially since I had done a previous video on that.